This video is about no one cares about you. Now, when we say no one, let's not say no one, but let's look at it from another perspective. Maybe YouTube doesn't care about you, although they need you, right? YouTube is putting small content creators on the front pages of viewers based off of what it is the viewer is coming to see. Whatever brought the viewer to the platform, they're using the small content creators to put them, if they're talking about that subject as to why a viewer is on there, they're putting that information, that YouTuber that's specifically geared into that conversation on the viewer's page. So everybody's outcome would look a little bit different based off of what you're watching. And that also goes for let's go for the viewer as well as the content creator. Like if you're a content creator and you're researching stuff on YouTube, then it's going to cater to whatever you're looking up, right? So sometimes you'll hear people say, well, I don't know, I never heard this, I never saw anything that you're talking about. That's because you weren't looking. And so your search engine was not showing you, Google, which is AKA YouTube, was not showing you the information it was showing me because I'm actually looking for this information and you're not. So it's going to cater to what I am looking at. Right? But the underlining picture is finding out what YouTube actually is searching for. And right now they're kind of telling you what they're looking for. They're looking for small content creators to help with their strategy and their goal for their business. Because maybe because I'm only speculating here off of my opinion on what I'm seeing. Maybe it's because larger platforms are they have figured it out and they need you, but they don't need everybody to find out what's really happening the right way at one time, right? Because what is that going to do to YouTube? That's going to make YouTube have to pay out more money, right? So they would want to keep it to a few that can help their cause without losing a lot of revenues themselves. Because if YouTube is shelling out a lot of money to the content creators that are catching it, then they're not able to keep a lot of the profits. Well, they can tap back into the creators' revenues by getting them to sell stuff on their platform because they're going to get a profit of that. They can encourage the creator to jump into where to utilize the monetary attributes as far as super chats. And that's why I honestly believe they changed that. They gave you an insider feel or gave you the opportunity to experience it before actually going to the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So that would feed into your desire to want to make money. But the closer you get into that, the harder it's going to become if you do not know what YouTube is looking for. You have to know what YouTube is looking for. And when I say what is YouTube looking for, what is YouTube looking for in the content creator? YouTube clients are the creators. So the best way to control how many people actually get to be able to be profitable from that in a way that will really benefit them is to build a profile of a creator and don't really tell them what the profile is. And so it's almost becomes like a scavenger hunt to the creators trying to figure out what the viewer wants when in fact they need to be worried about what YouTube wants. And YouTube kind of disclosed this when the higher ups in YouTube, the CEOs of YouTube, start doing interviews telling them how they're utilizing small content creators. They kind of gave you an inside tip on what is actually happening behind the scene with YouTube. Now, some would catch on to that and see what they're doing, but the mass majority of the people will not see it for what it is because they're too busy chasing after money versus chasing after knowledge that will produce money. And so they're banking on the mass majority of the people not really knowing what they're talking about. So it doesn't matter if they push it out there, misinformation or not really understanding what they're saying. Why? Because the goal is to find that look that YouTube is looking for, or that person that can attract a whole bunch of people. So allow the masses to do whatever, and then we'll weed through and find who we want. Now that they gave you this nugget, start gearing in to who they are allowing this to happen to. All right? If you notice, the only people right now that are blowing up on easy mode, I hate to tell y'all this, is our people. And a lot of our people, although there are some people who are very highly educated and know what they're talking about, a lot of our people are stuck in the struggle and don't know this information and are looking for quick come-ups to make it work, make some money, because times are hard right now. And I'm not saying this to knock anybody. I'm saying this because this is what is happening. Remember, I made a video about social proofing, now, where I'm saying content creators are social proofing. Well, here's the thing. YouTube is social proofing, and they're using the content creators to do it within themselves with the sole goal of making more money for the YouTube platform. It's a strategy, y'all, even for them. So the way you play that game, if they're going to use you, is to learn all you can. So that way you're knowledgeable and you have value attached to your content, and it will help you grow. Now, I know all y'all see my thing from off the wall from at the bottom. I'm kind of liking this setup, but what actually happened is it fell off the wall and sort of cracked, right? I'm here with my daughter, and I'm helping her through some things that she's going through. So I'm at her home in Maryland instead of back home in Florida. And this particular room, I'm utilizing it in order to do my videos while I'm here. So I had to go get me set up some things. So I got to figure out how to make all this work inside this space, y'all. So that's what y'all are seeing here. So I'm just showing you. I want y'all to see the progress that I am going through. There's nothing to hide here with me. I'm giving it all to you because, like I said, in the end, I have to do this anyway. So why am I charging you for what I have to do? The end result will be for those that really want to gear into things on a one-on-one basis. Yeah, we'll probably do some courses on that later on. Or I will build my business within this platform in order to get that information out about my business, because my business is transportation, y'all. But I'm also a teacher that, and not for teacher as far as schooling. I'm talking about before I became an operations manager at one of the major transportation cab companies in my area. I used to be the trainer. So I would train people how to be successful at what they do. And when I became that trainer, we kept a lot of people. We kept a lot of drivers. Our retention was very high. So as the company saw that I was doing this, they was like, well, let's see what else she can do. And pretty much put me in the position of over everybody at the company, where I became the operations manager. And I continued to use my teaching ability to help others find the problem within their area and try to fix it. That was just my number one goal for that. So in saying all this, I am saying to here, as far as where I'm at now with YouTube, I'm showing y'all everything. I'm not trying to hide anything from you or make it seem like I know something that I don't. If I give it to you, it's because I researched it and now I know it. Or I look at things from all perspective, and I have a gift of seeing what most can't. All right, I'm going to leave it here, and we'll pick back up on this series. But as always, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Always keep God first. And toodles.